Philly D, Philly D, Philly D. I love Philip Defranco. Up until now, I've been doing reviews of movies, news segments, and there's a whole bunch of other things that are on my plate that I've been wanting to get to. Quite often when I'm watching Philly D's videos, and he asks the audience, and what do you think? Or, and I pass the question off to you, I think about things sometimes. Sometimes I already have an immediate answer, sometimes I ponder it a little bit more, but what I always wanted to do was do my response in video form. I've been watching the Philip Defranco show for quite some time, and while I don't agree with him on everything, I have much respect for him, and I definitely enjoy the show. So I'm going to try and do regular segments and echo responses directly to his, and I'll try and get them up as fast as I can right after he does his videos. In turn, these will be quick impressions. They won't necessarily be well thought out, but I'll do my best. Now, I know Philip Defranco doesn't necessarily think himself as a journalist per se, but I think he is. I think he is giving voice to information, news, and stories, just in a different format than we are traditionally have seen in the past, such as television or the newspaper. So I'm going to include him in the lineup in a segment I call The News Reviewed. You can find the original source and stories for this response in the description below. First, I wanted to respond to his Jade College cheating scandal story today. I think that his assessment at the end there is quite fair and that we need to look at the broader picture. These parents are trying to do the best for their children. How they were going about it was unethical, and it needs to be addressed. And while we lift up that rock, we're going to see a lot more unpleasant stuff as well. I think that the college and university education system has been corrupted financially, ethically, and morally. And while I don't have any immediate solutions, until a solution has been made, we're going to see scams and criminal behavior perpetrated by only those who can finance such endeavors. So, Mr. Philip Defranco, my answer to your questions are the following. For the scammers, they are defrauders, and that is theft. I think that they should pay the money back in full back to the people who paid them, as well as have some other financial penalty to discourage such behavior in the future. In regards to the students themselves, while there does seem to be evidence that some knew and some didn't know, they aren't the ones that actually paid the money, and they were accepted by the institutions. The institutions themselves do bear some responsibility of who they are admitting. The parents are liable for also contributing to defrauding of the institutions. Therefore, they should pay back the institutions additional monies in excess of the actual entrance. It needs to be substantial enough to discourage such future behavior. With one catch, that there must be evidence that the parents were the ones that paid for such services. If it can be proven that the student actually paid for such services, then that liability should be transferred onto them. I would like to know what other people think about my opinion in this matter. Please let me know in the comments below. While I am a long-term subscriber to both the English and the German language version of Kurzgesagt, I didn't have an opinion in this matter until Philip Defranco covered the story. But like everybody, they are biased from their own political and philosophical point of view. Same as me, same as Philip Defranco, and same as all of you. Like all information, you should take in from multiple sources and fact-check for yourself. I think that the quality of their content is quite high, despite some omissions. I do not believe that they are outright trying to lie, and I do not think that they are trying to mislead people intentionally. I do understand Stefan's point of view, and I can understand why he may be angry about the timing of the situation. So I don't want to get involved anymore in this drama. I would like to see more critical pieces about Kurzgesagt in the future, especially when it comes to economics. It seems they have a complete lack of understanding of how it works, but that's not going to stop me from watching their videos, and I'm certainly not going to trust them any more or less than anybody else on the internet. Hopefully you like this video. If you'd like to see some of my other videos such as movie reviews, I've included the links in the description below. One last thing, I need your help reaching my first 1,000 subscribers to become monetized, and you'd be doing me a solid if you also add a comment and hit the like buttons down below.